Hi, amazing people. Okay, so quick one here, guys. I was just watching this VDM's video he made about Cynthia Morgan and the music label that signed her on. And then I watched also Cynthia Morgan. So I want you guys to take a look and share your opinion on these videos. I don't understand. I mean, I don't know. It seems like. Okay, let me leave my opinion. Guys, watch the video. Bye.
I saw the video that Ose made, and I want to respond to that. I intentionally did not mention his name because I didn't want to judge him. I wanted him to be the one to judge himself. And he obviously has done that. So the only reason why I'm not calling him on the phone to tell him that, hey, you fuck up, is because he wasn't decent enough, right, to call me and talk to me. So let me run you guys through how me and this young man started talking. A couple of months ago, he posted on his social media talking about Mr. Chinwo, about what Mr. Chinwo, the problem that was going on with her and her label. And then he mentioned my name. That Mr. Chinwo should go and beg her record label, or else she will end up like some artists that had issues with their label. And then he mentioned my name. And then I came out to respond to him. I don't know him from anywhere. But I responded to him and I told him, what you're doing right now is emotional blackmail. I don't know if you know the story, or I don't know if you know what really transpired with the other artist name that you mentioned. But with me, you have no idea. That was my response to him. He didn't respond. Everybody went their separate way. And then I think like a couple of months later, I saw a message. He sent me a DM on my Instagram account. He said he would like to speak to me. At first, if you know me right now, I'm not even going to lie. Maybe, obviously, I'm not very receptive to friendship. I'm not going to lie you. And especially with somebody like VDM, when they say, over time, I don't observe the guy say, in the talk, without fact. If you want to settle matter between two people, or if you want to enter any matter between two people, you go make sure, say, you sit down. Even if you not sit down, not saying you sit down with anybody, but make sure say you get accurate information of what transpired between those two people before you go, give your own opinion for the matter. So after it took me about 24 hours to send him my number. I wasn't sure if I wanted to speak to him. So, but I said I can post the message on this place maybe after this live. So I said, is everything okay? I said, are you okay? At first, I'm like, what's going on? Why are you reaching out to me? Because you've never reached out to me before. I said, is everything okay? He said, yeah, everything is okay. Like, I would like to speak with you. And then I gave him my number. And then he called me, or rather, I called him because he tried to call me on WhatsApp back and forth, and then I called him. And then he said, hi, whatever, like, I had a conversation with somebody, or let me even put the name out here, with Peter Okoye. And then he told me some things. And I really surprised. I don't know saying so the matter happened. Now make me call you, say, make I apologize to you, because I know hear from you before I judge you. I said, okay. I said, thank you very much for calling to apologize, because, well, not everybody now go make mistake, apologize. Even though say, now outside, now public, now you for talk against me, because normally you're not supposed to come apologize to me in private when you don't talk to me for public. But I still didn't care. He said, when he apologized, I said, thanks. I didn't really go further to ask him that, what did Peter say to you, blah, blah, blah. I don't really ask him questions. But when he just apologized, I said, okay, no problem. So afterwards, we started talking, like not every time, like he would call me, sometimes I would call him. That was how we're just talking, hello, how you doing? And that was it. Until 4 days ago, or 5 days ago, when he called me, he called me. Okay, I hear saying there for Lagos. I can't call him, say, Alpha, I hear saying you did Lagos. So he said, I say just enter Lagos, blah, 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 and all of those things. That's okay, no problem. He said, I will try to see you before I go back, Abuja. Now I say, okay, no problem. Then, all of a sudden, he called me and said, tell me, say, Alpha, I did your area, or I did Island, or I want to see you, all of those things. Then the next thing he said, hi. I said, hi. I said, hey, he's like, I bumped into Jude. I said, okay. I accused him that he took your name. He took your catalog. But look at what he said. He said he didn't take your name. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. That you're lying against him. And the first thing I asked him, I said, because the way he sounded, he called me to accuse me. He didn't call me to ask me questions. Yeah, my friend, see what thing I hear, ask me, he accused me. So the first thing I asked, I said, are you taking sides? He said, no, I'm not taking sides. I said, okay, if you're not taking sides, then let me tell you what I think is going on. And then I told him, I said, there was never a time, quote me wrong, that I said Jude Okoye took my name. I said, if you said I said it, then provide a video or an evidence, a written evidence or a video where I said Jude Okoye took my name. And I said, okay. And then I said, that was people. It wasn't me. I never said Jude took my name. He took my catalog. And then he said, okay. He said, but then he said every other thing. You lied on him. You came to his house. You were threatening him. You came to his house. You were knocking on the gate. Blah, 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 and all of those things. I just keep quiet. I don't talk. Because that's when they owe you money. Now your gate are supposed to knock. Not being gate are supposed to go knock. Go ask and say, guy, give me my money. So which bad I do say I go in gate, go knock, say, give me my money. But he just talked. I sincerely speaking, when he said all those things, I didn't respond to him. And then I said, you know what? He said, so Alpha, what's the way forward? What do you want? I can actually, tell him to give you back your catalog and whatever it is. I said, bro. And then he now said, like I said, I've said this in my other videos. He said, the guy said, the only way he will give you your catalog, now say if you apologize to her. Now I say, bro, I know the whole Jude apology. You understand me? So if not that one, I know if you apologize to Jude. You understand? Next, okay, so if I don't go, let's say yes, let me forget about the matter. I say no problem, forget about the matter. Then I say I wish them all the best. May carry the catalog. They go. That was the conversation that we had. Then it was that night that I had that dream where I said where Jude was telling me whatever he was saying. The next when I woke up, I called him. If you can watch all my videos, that's what they say. I don't have any reason to be lying on anybody. That's not my nature. Do you understand me? So when I woke up, I was angry. I came on Instagram and I told everybody like, bro, you don't fight me rich now, guy. You carry catalog, you lie for my head. Not everything you not talk. There's nothing Jude hasn't said about me. What he has said about me, even on the media, is small compared to what he tells individuals when he meets them. And he's been doing this since 2016. So I came on here and I told everybody that this is what is happening, blah blah blah. But I didn't mention names. I said somebody called me. I didn't mention the name because I didn't want a situation whereby I don't want to claim anybody. I want to make VDM make him stand on the word. And I knew he was going to make a video. I was waiting for him to make a video. I wanted him to stand his ground on whose side he was. Let me see if he's an intelligent person. And he has proved himself today. Do you understand me? So when I was done making that video and I posted it here online, I called VDM again that morning. He didn't pick up. When he saw what I posted, I don't know whether the video now don't post. Get one right up when I say post before the video. You not pick up when I call him in the morning. Say I wanted to say what did happen. When he now saw the post on the Ikeji, VDM now sent it to me. I said, Alpha, I see your post, but you tell me yesterday, say you're not interested in the catalog again. Nothing. I said yes. I told you I wasn't interested in the catalog, but look at what I saw at night when we were done talking. And then he said, really? I said yes. He said, okay, no problem. That was when I told him. I said, bro, I've been going through this for a while. This is not the first time that I've been through this. I've been going through this for a while with Jude. I said, you know what you're going to do for me? I want to see Jude face to face. Make it not be say, nah, them say. You understand me? I want to see him face to face. Make we talk. He said, okay. He said, if that's what you want me to do, I'll do it. I said, okay. I said, I'll be expecting your question. I'm going to call him and then I'll get back to you. I waited for VDM for about a couple of hours. He didn't call me. I called him. Do you understand me? When I called him, he picked up. I said, Alpha, have you spoken to Jude? He said, yes. I've spoken to Jude. I was going to call you, but I'm busy. I said, so Alpha, what's the way forward? He said, Jude don't agree to meeting. I said, okay, cool. I said, when? He said, it's up to me. And I tell him, I said, bro, I'm ready today. I'm not going to push it to another day. I said, I'm ready for us to meet today. And then he said, okay. He said, he's going to get back to me. I waited for VDM. This conversation we had in the afternoon, I waited for VDM through maybe to 7 p.m. in the evening because I don't really go out at night anymore. I'm not an artist. It was when I was an artist I used to be because we do shows for night. Once 7 p.m. done, I'm not getting any business for outside at the moment. So I called him around like evening. The guy no pick. I would tell my friends, Alpha, see what will happen. She said, okay, no problem. Wait for her. Maybe he did busy and all of those things. I said, okay. The next day I waited for him from morning to evening. VDM now called me at about 6:23 in the evening. I mean, he knows. Even I told him from the beginning when VDM started calling me when I gave him my number. I told him I don't take calls at night. If you call me anything past 9 p.m., I'm not going to pick your calls. He knows that he has called me a couple of times at night and I don't take your calls. Do you understand? So when he called me at about 6 in the evening, I'm like, yo, if you're trying to schedule a meeting for today, then that's not possible. I didn't take my calls. So when I woke up the next morning, because I was already over me, I'm someone that if I'm angry, I like to handle it at that point in time. I know they like carry. If I sleep, I know the winch when they put something for meds the next day. If I vex for you today, if I don't sleep, if you don't come up for my med, except say maybe now on a very special note, maybe say I go hold on for med for years. So now the guy, he called me. I said, okay, the next day. I said, if I don't call this guy back, because maybe I run from the meeting. So I called him back the next morning. He said, Alpha, yeah, I called him back. When I called him back, he didn't pick. He now called me back. Alpha, I'm like, yeah, what's up? Say, I called you yesterday. I said, yes. I said, what did I tell him? I said it was evening and it was raining, so I didn't take your calls or whatever. It was like, okay, so I was on the island. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? I said, but I called you the other day and, I was expecting you to schedule the meeting or whatever it is, but I didn't hear from you. It was like, yeah, he was busy, that he was going to try to, reschedule another meeting for the whole thing for me and Jude to meet each other and have a conversation. And then I said, okay. I waited for some hours. I called him again. Alpha, you don't call him. He said, no, never call him. I said, he's busy. I said, okay, no one. I waited for some hours. I sent that message. I said, I beg, let me know if this meeting will hold. Because today, me and Jude, I don't try to see Jude. You understand? So I don't know whether, I don't know how Jude go out here. I don't look down on people, yeah? So I didn't say, okay, maybe you can't make it happen, whatever it is. But if you say you can make it happen, let me know on time. Do you understand me? Let me know on time before, so that I can do this and get over it. Because my life doesn't revolve around this anymore. I don't want my life to revolve around this anymore. He didn't respond. It was when he didn't respond. It's like 2 days later. That was when I came online yesterday. So now, talk about how somebody called me, blah, 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 everything that happened. And then today, I'm glad that you could now make a video and your position is obvious. Do you understand me? Your position is obvious. Because as Jude told you all the things that he still told you, you had the privilege to still see me or even call me and say, this is what I heard. This is what do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about this? But no, you came online to tell everybody that he didn't collect my name. He only made $3,000 from my catalog. A host of things that you said in your life. And you are telling me to come and meet you to collect my catalog from you. Very funny. Very funny, my dear. As you didn't have enough decency to call me and tell me, so you came online to tell everybody that before you called me, you already had my catalog. You just wanted to hear what I had to say. You wanted to stress me by telling me to apologize to my oppressor. And you still had the infantry to come online, to come and say it again, that I should apologize to my oppressor. The last thing anybody go use for this line, I don't have anything to tell you. Now you know where you and Jude for see each other. And now you know the kind of relationship when you and Jude get. But one thing I'll tell you, bro. Don't use me for content. You get me? Don't use me for content. Don't try it.